A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We warmly welcome the procession coming in, and we'd like to invite the dignitaries of this launch event to please proceed towards the oil lamp. We'd like to launch to light the oil lamp that is tradition in Sri Lanka. I'd like to invite our chief guest here this afternoon with us, past President Architect Planner Deshamanya Dr. Surat Vikramasinghe, SLIA President Architect Russell Dandenia, immediate past President of the SLIA Architect Veranjan Kurukula Surya, Senior Vice President of the SLIA Architect Rohana Bandara Herath, Vice President of the SLIA Architect Dulimini Dimel, Honorary Secretary SLIA Architect Upendra Randenia, Honorary Treasurer Architect Damit Prematilaka, Honorary Assistant Secretary Architect Nandaka Jayasinghe, Honorary Assistant Treasurer of the SLIA, Architect Peshali Pereira, Co-Chairman of the Exhibition Committee, Architect Kosara Perumpulya Rachi, Past President Architect Ranjan Nades Pillai, representing past presidents, Architect Arosh Nisanka, representing the Exhibition Organizing Committee, also a representative from the stall holders and our strategic sponsor, Nippon Paints. I'd like to invite the General Manager from Nippon Paints, Mr. Limantabe Singha, to do us the honors. The lighting of the oil lamp is a deep-rooted tradition in Sri Lanka that invokes good blessings upon this august gathering. I would like to invite you now to please remain standing in pride as one Sri Lanka, as we all join to sing the national anthem of our great nation. Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of our great nation, Mother Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka Mata, Appa Sri Lanka, Namo 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 Mata, Sundara Siri Barini, Surandi Ati Somamana Lanka, Dhanya Dhanaya Nekamal Palaguru Piri Jaya Bhumiya Ranya, Appa Hatta Sapa Siri Sata Sadhana, Jeevanaye Mata, Pilidanu Mena Appa Bhakti Puja, Namo Namo Mata, Appa Sri Lanka, Namo 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 Mata, Obave Appa Vidya, Obamaya Appa Satya, Obave Appa Shanti, Appa Hada Kula Bhanti, Oba Appa Aloke, Appa Ge Anuprani, Oba Appa Jeevanave, Appa Muktiya Obave, Nava Jeevana Denini, Nitina Appa Kubudu Karan Mata, Jnana Veera Vadava Minaragena Yanu Mena Jaya Bhumikara, Ekmavata Gedaru Kalabarina, Yamu Yamu Vinopama, Prema Vada Samaveda Durara, Namo Namo Mata, Appa Sri Lanka, Namo 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 Mata.
You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great honor to welcome all of you this afternoon for what is the launch of Architect 2022, the Architects Work and Trade Exhibition with digital integration across 4 days starting today and ending on the 27th of February. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an exhibition that's going to showcase 113 stalls representing 75 companies in the industry, 65 architect panel work with digital integration showcased for you to observe and understand better. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me the pleasure at this stage to invite someone who can formally, properly, with all warmth, welcome all of you this afternoon. And it gives me pleasure to invite for the welcome address the President of the Sri Lanka Institute of Architects, Architect Russell Dandenia.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a great privilege for me to welcome you all for this wonderful audience. Even difficult times, I think we are going to kickstart 2022 with our exhibition. I think, in a way, architects are modeling the way forward of the country. All the lost momentums we are going to capture, I would say, with all the lapses we have to stand up with great courage. In that context, it's a great privilege for me to address this momentous gathering, Architect 2022 exhibition opening. Our chief guest this evening, past President, Architect Planner Dr. Surat Wickramasinghe, the person who initiated the Architect exhibition 30 plus years ago. It's a great encouragement that you are participating for our exhibition to witness the paramount journey of it with digital integration. We are continuing with his commitment, dedication and legacy of this exhibition with empowerment of architects and the trade are doing during this difficult time. I warmly welcome you, sir. I can see Mr. Shantha Senarath, past president of OPA, and Ruchira, current president, and various other institutional representatives, past presidents, council colleagues. I warmly welcome you all to this gathering. Our members, those who are sharing their work, it's amazing. I pay a small round of the exhibition, even difficult time. You showed your courage and commitment with wonderful work, lovely panels, I would say. I think I have to say the local talents realistically beyond international standards. I warmly welcome our members to this forum. Our trade partners, specifically our sponsors, Nippon Paint, Alumax, Swistech, Abans, for their active participation throughout while showing the utmost courage on our exhibition exposure and our stall holders. You showed us an example of your inspiring dedication and resilience and readiness to face the next phase of development potentials in Sri Lanka. I warmly welcome you all. Students of 4 schools, for the lovely collective reflections on their work display and career guidance to grace the popularized architecture for the future intakes. I have to go. I saw a couple of nights. They had wonderful work. I am inviting all of you to visit their stalls. All invitees, general public, ladies and gentlemen physically present here today and connecting online, let me warmly welcome you all for the exhibition opening. I am inviting all of you to participate on it till this Sunday to see the work of our architects, local talents, visit student stalls, find new materials, products, and services of trade stalls, attend to the public forum here, listen to the architects' presentations and trade promotions. Let me welcome once again all of you for this lovely evening, the simple forum, to declare open Architect 2022. Thank you.
Many thanks, Mr. President. It's indeed a very humbling experience to be here at the launch of Architect 2022, and I think the President touched upon why that is a true fact. Ladies and gentlemen, undoubtedly the Sri Lanka Institute of Architects is an apex body and a leader in setting the pace for this industry. And they have been successful in this because we've been able to bring together every stakeholder again and again for learning and growth. Ladies and gentlemen, this year at the helm to take charge and make Architect 2022 a success is its chairperson, and I'd like to invite her to the stage, to the podium to address all of you. The chairperson of Architect 2022, the vice president of the SLIA, Architect Dilumini Dimel.
Good evening, everybody. President, Architect Russell Dandeniya, Senior Vice President, Architect Rohana Bandara Herath, Immediate Past President, Architect Veranjan Kulkurusurya, my dear Council, and our Chief Guest, Deshamanya Architect, Planner, Dr. Surath Wickramasinghe, and our 4 schools heads who are present here with us today, President and office bearers of the OPA, President and past presidents of the professional other organizations, our sponsors, trade companies who are with us today, and our dear architects, and all invitees. I'm greatly honored and privileged by your presence here today and to address this distinguished gathering as the chairperson of Architect 2022, Architects Work and Trade Exhibition. In the hope of better year ahead, we at SLIA have taken the initiatives to step up to the challenge of organizing our annual exhibition while facing challenges both internal and external. As a common factor, in fact a universal factor, we have all come through a difficult year. Although primarily health related, the economic sky above too has been somewhat gloomy. However, SLIA is positive and looks for the silver lining in providing opportunities for architects, students, and our trade partners who have always united with us in making this exhibition a totality in experience for the general public. We believe that a boom in the construction industry is ahead of us. And as a whole, we should all be geared and equipped for it. In this context, I am honored and delighted to welcome the creator and the initiator of the Architect exhibition you are witnessing today, Past President Deshamanya, Architect Planner Dr. Surath Wickramasinghe, whose vision continues onward, this being the 39th such exposition. Based on the theme Architecture for Wellbeing, we have devised an exhibition for increased public awareness, access and interaction, attractive to stallholders and the building trade alike. An architect's discussion forum will provide educative sessions encompassing the various aspects on construction and architecture related topics of the interest through the 3-day year duration. There's a special feature during this time under the discussion forum. We have got together with the other professionals to complete the construction industry so that we share knowledge of their experience and awareness as well. So there will be a discussion forum. The new addition will be, we are very thankful to the OPA President-elect, and special thanks goes to past President of OPA, Mr. Engineer Shant Senarath, who initiated discussions with me about year ahead. The students from 4 architectural schools, the City School of Architecture, University of Moratuwa, Sri Lanka, Sri Lanka Institute of Information Technology, and the General Sir John Kotalawala Defence University will also showcase their work in stalls allocated to them. They will also be displaying their versatility in presentation, in songs, dances, dramas, in an exclusive area as making the exhibition more colorful. There will be a separate stall for the sale of SLIA publications. Vastu, the Architect magazine, Before You Build, Godanagillak Sෑදීමට පෙර. So there are so many publications done by SLIA. So general public and everybody who attend the exhibition have the opportunity to purchase these publications, and make your knowledge about the architecture and construction more. Also, we have one item, a help desk, one-on-one free help desk with a panel of architects for guidance and advice in architecture-related problems faced by the general public. Apart from viewing the various projects undertaken by architects depicted in their panels on display. So this is the area where the architects' panels are displayed, and general public can come and visit this exhibition and see if they want to select an architect. So 64 panels are here so that they will get some idea about architecture and who are the architects who had done it. About the trade stalls, we display latest products and services of the trade with added facility of advertising on the trade platform and easy access via availability of a mobile app with opportunity to interact with the public via product launches. Panel depicting the complex projects of architects, which is often the center of attraction, also will be displayed, and you can track those architects' work and trade stalls if you download this mobile app. All of these within confine of a restricted yet carefully monitored and laid out exhibition design with awareness of COVID prevention. As chairperson of the Architect 2022 Architects Work and Trade Exhibition, it is my pleasure to invite you to visit the exhibition for necessary information concerning construction, architecture, innovation, and any other building service you require. This exhibition will be open today, 24th of February. It will go on till next Sunday, 27th. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Architect Dilumina Demel, for those words. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not every day you meet the person whose brainchild this exhibition is. And I know that this has been mentioned by the President and the Chairperson this afternoon, but it is a special something for me to have the honor to invite this gentleman to the podium. Like the phoenix rises, after a little disturbance, we are very, very happy to have the person who actually gave birth to this idea be amongst us in this audience. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite to the podium to address all of you, our chief guest here this afternoon, past President, Architect, Planner, Deshamanya, Dr. Surat Wickramasinghe.
Good evening. I wish to thank the President and the Council for having invited me today to be your chief guest at the inauguration of the exhibition and architects exhibition, building products and trade exhibition. First of all, I must congratulate the Institute for having been so brave to have ventured out in this present COVID environment to conduct this exhibition. I think when the President spoke to me, he mentioned that the audience here, the young members, may want to know how this whole thing began. I must say that, as I recall, the first exhibition commenced in 1982 and now is 2022. So therefore, in my arithmetic, I think you are on the 40th year. So 40 years ago, it was the Silver Jubilee celebration of the Architects Association, Sri Lanka Institute of Architects. And in our council, Architect Lala Aditya was the president, and I was the senior vice president. Then we also had some very vibrant members in the council, like Professor Gemano Fernando. Then we had Professor Lakshman Alvis, Lalit De Silva, and a few others who were very, very keen and looking forward to doing something original, something that is different, so that the architects will create a new image. So when we first discussed this idea of the idea of having an exhibition and the program, I must admit that the council was very apprehensive, because we had only about 60 members, I think, at that time. Now today you have 1,700, according to your president. So it's a huge amount what you have today, so therefore your challenges are much greater than our challenges then. So therefore, our president at that time, he was not going to take any risks by committing SLIA into, because we had no money, into any difficulty. But now the relatively younger members, like myself and Gamanu and others, had to convince the council, the president and the council, and I think all those who know the president at that time, Lala Aditya, he was very autocratic and very proper, and you can't, he never changes his mind. But fortunately, since there was a consensus that was building up, that we should do something to celebrate the Silver Jubilee celebrations, and I gave a carrot to the council. I said, we will make ₹1 million. They all laughed at me. ₹1 million, I can remember the president saying. So I said, yes. But fortunately, the younger members supported me, and they were confident that we can make it. So the president agreed to go for it. So that was the beginning of this event. But I must say that it is not a one-man show. You can't organize events by oneself unless you have the support of your council and the members. And I was very fortunate that all those elements were there. The proposal that I made to the council was to have a colorful inauguration. A colorful inauguration. We want to be different to the others, so we made it a very colorful inauguration, followed by a very important architectural theme that everybody will remember that it should be something different to other themes that we have been following. Then the building products. At that time, there were quite a lot of building materials available, and also the members' work exhibition and the trade exhibition. So it was a win-win thing actually, couldn't go wrong. So the council appointed me as the chairman of the steering committee to organize this event. Fortunately, we started the marketing. Without marketing, you cannot have an exhibition. I think even now you guys are, your members, your president and the council are doing a lot of marketing to make it a success. So in similar terms, as we ventured out, we were very fortunate that Metropolitan Group took 7 to 8 stalls. 7 to 8 stalls. So we knew it's the winner. So the rest of the marketing was not difficult. So the money was guaranteed. Then how do we get about it? So we booked the BMICH. We want to do it very nicely. We booked the BMICH, the main hall for the inauguration. Then what about the chief guest? Then luckily for us, our president, Lala, he was a friend of the president of the country, J.R. Jayawardena. And Lala was able to invite the president of the country to be our chief guest at the inauguration. So that was a big breakthrough. And when the president comes, all the other ministers and everybody tries to join the party. So they all came. So we had a good attendance. And I must say that architect Gabino Fernando was a fantastic person. He was a workaholic and he did a huge amount of work for this exhibition success. He is the one who did the program for the event. He is the one who wrote the scenario. He is the one who was organizing some of the seminars, but he was academic as well as a good architect, so he was able to do all that. Then architect Lakshman was responsible for the exhibition, members' work exhibition. Then we had Lalit De Silva, who handled all the administration and logistics. They're all tough jobs, but they all did that. And I myself was responsible for the exhibition, the trade exhibition and the building products exhibition. And of course, we introduced a new event, the Architects' Ball. That was also under my purview. So, several others were given different tasks. I'm not saying only 4 of us did it. Everybody was involved. Spontaneously, they supported us. And after the inauguration, there were 2 members who were given awards. One was Jeffrey Bawa. He was the first recipient of the SLIA Gold Medal. And honorary fellowship was given to late Justin Samara Sekara by the president. Thereafter, now the exhibition was held on the, in the members' work exhibition was like what we used to do in the main lobby. Then the trade exhibition was on the first floor, the dining area, and So the rest of the spaces were also occupied by various other activities. And the president was doing his walk around, and he was so amazed that all this work around him had happened, and he told us that he must congratulate all our architects for having produced this fantastic work. And most of all, he said, I am more happy because all this work that you have done happened after we became the government in 1977, which was also true. Before that, we were not having much to report. This is another thing that happened that I can remember very clearly. His President Jayawardena was so happy that this happened, this event was there. He went back to cabinet or to whatever, and he told Prime Minister Premadasa, Sir, Prime Minister Premadasa, ගිහිල්ලා බලන්න අර architects ලගේ exhibition එක. ඒක, first time I think that we had a thing like this among all professional associations. I'm quite confident of that. They all had their thing, but a comprehensive thing the architects did. So we get a call from the Prime Minister's office that Prime Minister is arriving. So all of us rushed there and met him, and then he went round, and he was also very excited and thrilled about it, and he made a request. This is fantastic, you must show the public this work of yours. And he wanted us to extend the date by 3 more days. So that means 3 more days means more expenses. But anyway, we agreed. I think we were quite excited about it ourselves, so we were happy. So we agreed to that. I must tell you that some of the topics we discussed at the first annual sessions. We had housing and the architect, urban development and the architect, rural development and the architect, open economy and the architect, public sector and the architect, conservation and the architect, and the sessions concluded with the valedictory session. So it's 7 sessions we had. I don't know how we did it in 1.5 days. From the inauguration was in the morning, and from then on we were batting on. Another thing happened. The Arcasia meeting had not been held. And suddenly the meeting was due to be held, and we thought it's a good idea to invite the Arcasia members to come to our session. And last minute they agreed to come. So we were not prepared for it. 6 countries came, I believe. And among them were Singapore, Malaysia, Hong Kong, India, and Sri Lanka. I can't remember the other country. So at the conclusion of the council meeting, our president, Lala, was elected the chairman of Arcasia. He was the first architect from Sri Lanka to be elected the chairman of Arcasia. And that's another story we have had. Lala is a very dedicated person, so we've had many memorable visits with him. So all these things happening, SLIA from nowhere, 60 members, and now everybody talking about the architects. There was a huge media publicity which generated. So at this time was the peak. The building boom was at a peak. In 1982, 83, 84 was the building boom, the peak of the building boom. And we architects were having a lot of bottlenecks. So were the contractors. So was everybody, the trade. So what was planned was a forum. So we invited all the top secretaries. You guys are, lots of you are young, but at that time, Tilakaratna, T.B. Tilakaratna, he was the Minister of Finance, Secretary of Finance. R. Paskalingam, he was the Secretary of Construction. It's all done at a different level, at personal contact, and we got them. Then in addition to that, all the other secretaries, allied ministry secretaries were present. So this gave an opportunity for the architects to ask questions, as well as the contractors who had lots of problems to sort out. So they were able to ask these questions, and there were positive responses by these important secretaries, because these secretaries were so important then. Then, I think subsequent to this forum, the contractors formed their association also. So there were other benefits. So what is the end result? The end result, after subsidizing our members, because we only charged a very small amount for the dance. That was also almost, whole thing was subsidized. It was held at the Lanka Oberoi, at those days, it's Lanka Oberoi. Then including the exhibition and extending it for 3 days. The Architects Ball, Arcadia Council meeting, and forum, and the forum with the secretaries. SLIA had a surplus of rupees 850,000 rupees. 850,000 rupees, because we would have made the 1 million, but due to these additional expenses, so that was a massive income for SLIA, who were just struggling with rupees and cents. And this was the beginning. This was the beginning of the transformation of SLIA towards better days. So I think that would give you an idea of how it all happened and how it all ended up and how it is standing today. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for having invited me. Bye.
Thank you so much for taking us back into history and sharing those moments of creation, if I were to use that word. And the transformation, yes, has happened. Ladies and gentlemen, as the chief guest did mention, at the inauguration it was said that have things and make things colorful. So I think the organizing committee had taken heed to this, and they keep up the tradition. I'd like to invite on stage right now to add a little color to all of this, an act by the Buddhawata Dancing School. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed it. That was Buddhavata Dancing School for you. A mention was made earlier of certain people, a very important stakeholder who makes these events successful. And ladies and gentlemen, that's no other than our sponsors. I'd like to remind again who our sponsors are, and then we would like to see a little few videos on what they have to offer. So our sponsors for this event, our strategic sponsor is Nippon Paint Lanka. Event sponsors are Lanka Tiles, Alumex, Swiss Tech Aluminium Limited, Melware Rolling, Rhino Roofing Products Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, set your sights on the giant screen. We have a few messages from them.
For over 130 years, our culture of innovation has shaped the lives of millions. Building better, brighter, and happier lives full of color and opportunities. It all stems from breakthrough research meticulously developed by leading scientists and chemists at our world-leading facilities. We're all part of a diverse family who, together, make Nippon Paint Asia's #1 paint and coatings manufacturer, offering a complete paint and coating solution for total peace of mind. We're a Pan-Asian family unified and driven by our lean for growth culture of vigilance, insatiable appetite, teamwork, agility, leanness, stamina, allowing us to lead from the front of the pack. Corporate responsibility is ingrained in our DNA, promoting sustainability and developing skills, because people have always been at the heart of our company. Together, we strive for a sustainable business that positively impacts.
Sri Lanka has a history of steel manufacture that dates back to around 300 BC. Even then, Sri Lanka was recognized as one of the best producers of steel in the world. Today, that legacy has been taken to new heights with the emergence of Melva. Welcome to the Melva Group, where an authentically Sri Lankan heritage is made synonymous with world-class standards and quality. Founded in 2002, Melva has since been unwaveringly committed to producing the highest quality steel as well as redefining the steel industry. Melva's main product is QST rebar, which is manufactured according to SLS 375 and the highest standards of quality, strength and durability. Melva's range of products also includes steel wire rods complying with SLS 26 standards and GI box bars and tubes, which have managed to attract foreign trade. Mass production too is a strength of Melva. The fully automated factory located in Ekala Jayala can produce over 500,000 tons of steel bars annually. Prime quality raw materials that Melva use for the rolling process are imported exclusively from international suppliers and are rigorously tested. Quality and safety are of supreme importance and has been achieved by complying to ISO 9001-2015 Quality Management Systems, ISO 14001-2015 Environment Management System, and OSAS 18001-2007 Health and Safety Management Systems. The rolling process, which is fully automated, commences as the overhead magnet cranes lift the 12-meter-long billets and position them to enter the reheating furnace. Melva's is the only furnace in the country that can accommodate virgin steel billets of this size. The furnace is powered by auto-controlled burners to help reduce carbon dioxide emissions. The reheated billet then passes through the horizontal vertical stands and multi-slitting technology. By the end of this stage, the billet will be slit into multiple bars according to specific measurements. The heated bars enter an advanced quenching box for quenching, which strengthens them. The finished bars are then shifted to the automated cooling bed for self-tempering and cooled down to room temperature. A cold shear is used to cut the bars to specific lengths before they are counted by the automatic bar counter, bundled by the automatic bundling machine and lifted away by a magnetic crane for storage. The high-tech machinery and software used to execute and monitor the rolling process was supplied and installed exclusively by world-renowned Italy-based equipment provider Danieli. The quality assurance capabilities are top of the line. The tensile strength of the finished products are tested using fully computerized tamper-proof testing machines with capacities of 1000 and 2000 kilonewtons. Bending and rebending of the steel bars are done using automated equipment. Chemical testing of materials is done using the most technologically advanced atomic emission spectrometer in the country. Melva has the largest private fleet in Sri Lanka's steel sector with special customized vehicles. The fleet is combined with an advanced GPS tracking system that helps eliminate logistical issues and guarantees on-time, cost-effective delivery. Melva remains the only steel manufacturer under full Sri Lankan ownership. As such, we have contributed largely to numerous landmark civil and industrial construction projects in Sri Lanka, such as the Lotus Tower, Altair, Cinnamon Life, Twin Peaks, Colombo City Centre, Shangri-La Colombo, and Sri Lanka's network of expressways. By incorporating new technologies, Melva is continuously in the process of reaching greater heights, expanding its market reach, improving customized services, and growing its presence regionally. Maintaining its position as the market leader and the largest steel manufacturer, Melva continues to hold its position as the literal steel backbone of Sri Lanka's infrastructure.
Let the beauty and light of nature come cascading into your home. With world-class aluminium profiles for all modern door and window designs. Introducing Lumin for doors and windows from Almex. Multifunction custom designs, quick and efficient installation, modern and elegant finish, long-lasting use. Lumin. Invite light.
There's a thing from your country that I'm totally hooked on. And I am not talking about your tea.
Lanka Tiles, designed for you, desired by the world.
I know. He is the best at handling all the heated situations in office.
We trust him a lot, you know. He's got solutions for everything.
Yes, I know.
I know. He's the coolest dude in our gang.
I know. He's my boyfriend, na? No matter our little fights, he's still very caring.
I know Rhino Puta. The fellow sleeps in the weirdest of places.
Whatever the weather, with Rhino over your head, you're in a safe place. Rhino cement roofing sheets. Now you know Rhino. I know.
Nature is a masterpiece. Preserve its beauty while surrounding yourself in the transcendent aesthetics of your dreams. Embrace a world of elegance and sustainability with Swisstech Aluminium. Swisstech Aluminium. Live in elegance.
Ladies and gentlemen, we move on to a special segment right now, something that's been added to add a little more activity to this inaugural launch event. And to do the honors, I'd like to invite a presentation party on stage. May I invite the President of the SLIA, Architect Russell Dandenia, Senior Vice President of the SLIA, Architect Rohana Bandara Herath, also Vice President of the SLIA, Architect Dilumini Dimel, and also Conference Chairperson, to please join us on stage. And to do the presentation, I'd like to invite our chief guest here this afternoon, Past President, Architect Planner, Deshamanya, Dr. Surat Wickramasinghe. So these awards are being given to the stall holders under various categories. We have 6 of them. So I'd like to begin this set of awards, and we'd like to begin with the awards of merit and then move on to the award of excellence. And this is for the best stall with innovative use of color. So may I begin? Awards of merit. These have no particular order. Stall D14 and 15, Maxon's Holding Paint. Stall D12 and 13, Arcade of Aluminium. Stall B6, Mallikarachi Timber Stores. Stall 1, 2 and 3, Prime Group from Prime Land Private Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, the Award of Excellence under the category of Best Stall with Innovative Use of Color goes to Stall 7 to 11, Lanka Tiles. We move on to the next category, and this is for Best Green Stall. Awards of merit in no particular order once again. Stall D, 7 to 11, Lanka Tiles. Stall C, 21, 22 and 23, El Toro Roofing Products. Stall L15 and 16, Colorcon Private Limited. And stall F8, Skytech Private Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, the award of excellence to the best green stall goes to stall number F1, Backwood. We move on to the next set of categories of awards for best stall displaying local products. And again, I'd like to invite for the Merit Award, starting off with stall F8, Backwood. Next stall, F22, 23, Rajarata Tiles. Stall L5, Bellas. Stall C21 to 23, El Toro Roofing Products. And stall D7 and D11, Lanka Tiles. Ladies and gentlemen, the award of excellence to the best stall displaying local products, stall number B9, Mactiles from Maxon's Holdings. We now move on to the most innovative and informative stall. Award of Merit, stall C21 to 23, El Toro Roofing Tiles. Stall B6, Mallikarachi Timber Stores. Stall B8, Maxon's Paint. stall A8, Dialogue Asiata. Ladies and gentlemen, the Award of Excellence for Most Innovative and Informative Stall. Stall number D7 to 11, Lanka Tiles. This is the last award in this set for the stall holders, and the award is for the best overall trade stall. We have only one award, and this is the Award of Excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, the best overall trade stall for Architect 2022, stall D7 to D11, Lanka Tiles. I'd like to thank Senior Vice President SLI Architect Rohana Bandara Herath for his time on stage, and invite immediate past President of the SLIA Architect Veranjan Kurukuru Surya on stage to join us for the next set of awards. The presentation party can remain. Dear Chief Guest, please do stay. This presentation of awards is for the architect's panel work, the selection of the most attractive display panels in the architect's exhibition, the awards of merit, no particular order once again. Stall number 57, most attractive architect Kosala Veerasekara. This is for informative, panel number 59, Architect Damit Prematilaka. Award of merit to the most innovative. Panels 7 and 8 make architects Architect P.H.C. Moses. Ladies and gentlemen, these are awards of excellence for the panel displays. Panel before that, this is for most attractive, just to remind you. So, panel number 9 and 10, Third Eye Architects, Architect A.K.P.S. Abe Vikrama. Ladies and gentlemen, Award of Excellence for Most Informative. Panel number 52, Architect Lalit Gunadasa. Ladies and gentlemen, the final award of excellence, and this goes to the most innovative panel. Panel number 3738, Mara architect Udita Mekavita and architect T. Sandamini Ranatunarachi. Thank you so much. I'd like to thank deeply the presentation party and our chief guest for doing us the honors. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, another first I'd like to announce this afternoon has now become evening, I believe. And that is the award for the best newspaper supplements. Our dear friends of the media who have taken the message of Architect 2022 to the masses, to the public, to spread the good word. So recognizing them, this is the first time that the organizing committee had decided to do this, and this is within a day. So the supplements were published yesterday, and the organizing committee and everyone have got together and within a day decided on recognizing these personalities. So without further ado, I'd like to announce these awards. There will be no presentation party, but recognition is due. So I'd like to start with the awards of merit and runner-up before that. So the Sinhala runners-up is awarded to the Aruna of Liberty Publishers, coordinated by Mr. K.A.D. Harshana. Runners-up in Tamil is awarded to Thilakurul of Asian Media Publications Private Limited, coordinated by Mr. G. Joseph. Award of merits in the three languages, English, awarded to the Daily Mirror of Vijay Newspapers, coordinated by Chamin Dayaratna. Sinhala awarded to Lankadeepa by Mr. Sajit Chaturanga, the person who coordinated this, and Tamil awarded to the Daily Dinakaran, coordinated by Mr. Roy Jaisingha of Lake House, Associated Newspapers of Ceylon. Of course, the grand prize, or the person who takes this up, the winners of the awards of excellence in the three languages. English the award goes to Daily News of Lake House, Associated Papers of Ceylon Limited. This is coordinated by Mr. Roy Jaisingha. Sinhala is awarded to Maubima of Maubima Newspapers, coordinated by Mr. Gayan Soisa. And of course, Tamil is awarded to Veera Kesari of Express Newspapers Ceylon Limited, and this was coordinated by Mr. M.H. Abdul Rahman. Ladies and gentlemen, with that we move on to a very special segment, and that is another launch within a launch, you might say. And this product launch is to be done by our strategic sponsor, Nippon Paint Lanka Private Limited. So they've come out with something very innovative, and I'd like to invite you to please set your sights on the giant screen to know more about this amazing product.
We have witnessed innovations that revolutionized our world. Now, we are at the dawn of another revolutionary market takeover. A product destined for every home in Sri Lanka. Introducing, for the first time in Sri Lanka, from Nippon Paint Lanka Limited. Vinyl Silk, the super premium silky emulsion from Nippon Paint. Featuring a luxurious mid-sheen finish with a good hiding power and long-lasting colors, making it the definitive choice for interiors. It has great practical benefits too, as it is durable, fast drying, easy to apply and has excellent resistance to algae and fungus. This water-based paint is also proudly manufactured with no lead or mercury added. Add a splash of silken sophistication to your life with the all-new super premium silk emulsion from Nippon Paint. Vinyl Silk.
Ladies and gentlemen, and that was a little bit of information on this amazing product from Nippon Paint Lanka. A first time in Sri Lanka from a very innovative and quality conscious manufacturer introducing the silk emulsion. Sophisticated and practical. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite members of the SLIA on stage to join in for this product launch. I'd like to invite the President of SLIA, Architect Russell Dandenia, Senior Vice President of the SLIA, Architect Rohana Bandara Herath, and also Exhibition Chair and Vice President of the SLIA, Architect Dilumini Dimel, to please join us on stage. Joining us from Nippon Paint Lanka, I'd like to invite its General Manager, Mr. Nemanta Abe Singha, Corporate Sales Manager, Nippon Paint, Mr. M.Z. Raju, and also the Business Development Manager of Nippon Paint, Mr. Dinesh Dilhan, to come over and present this product, signifying the launch of this amazing new innovation at Architect 2022. Thank you so very much. And that was the launch of Silk Emulsion by Nippon Paint Lanka, our strategic sponsor this evening. We'd like to also share some very, very important news with you. And that is a presentation done by the Jeffrey Bawa Trust. A little video, a short, very short video for you, a spot of information about the Jeffrey Bawa exhibition that's about to take place. So please set your sights for more information on this. I'd now like to invite a few special people on stage for a handing over of a token of appreciation. Least I could say is that, but of course it means so much to the organizing committee and members of the SLIA. To do the honors, I'd like to invite the President of the Sri Lanka Institute of Architects, Architect Russell Dandenia, and also the Exhibition Committee Chairperson and Vice President of the SLIA, Architect Dilumini Dimel. On stage, please. President and the conference chair, the exhibition chair on stage. This is a token of appreciation put together with a lot of heart, signifying this moment. We obviously want to capture this moment. I'd like to invite our chief guest here this evening, past President, Architect, Planner, Deshamanya, Dr. Surat Vikramasinghe. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the very end, but we can't cap this off without some eloquence and good words of thanks. To propose this, there's no other person we could think of, a person who would do the job quite fine. It gives me the pleasure to invite to the podium architect Chamira Udawatta.
Thank you very much. Before conclude the session, I think I should introduce the app which we couldn't do. Similar to last year's, this year also we have integrated the mobile app which provide the industry an extra mile, not during this exhibition, but also during the entire year. All the information gathered, shared through this particular application. Let me go through one by one. So anyone can download the application. You don't have to pay. You don't have to make any commitments to download the application. Once you download, we have the Apple version as well as the Android version to be downloaded. And then once you go into the application, this is the main menu. We have the map, the architect panels, trade exhibitions, public discussion forum, Architect 2020, architecture publications, and about the conference. And this is the side view of the application. Advanced things which we did this year, we have integrated the application with GPS coding. So anyone can click on this particular icon. I'm sorry, my mouse is not moving here, this particular icon. And you can move into the stall and see details of particular unit, stall details. And once you go into the stalls or trade exhibition, you see all the details of the industry collaborators. And next one is the public discussion, which is very important. We are going to have a forum here, same place. You can see all the informations, who is going to conduct this speech, and the importance, the time frame. You can come and join this exhibition. Once after the exhibition, you can go online, YouTube, and see the video. So that gives sort of a discussion during and after the exhibition. And then we go to the SLIA link, go to our website, details, and then you go to the publications, architecture publication, our new works. This is also integrated with the new COVID guideline prepared by Sri Lanka Institute of Architects for built environment, which is a very important thing. That was the theme and discussion we had yesterday. And last thing, you can go into the conference which we had yesterday. You can see and view all the speakers, speeches, intellectuals, discussions, so on and so. Thank you very much for giving me time to explain the app. And on behalf of the committee, I feel honored and privileged to get opportunity to propose vote of thanks on this very special occasion. This happened after a long time. And this is the best architect exhibition in this country. And it's very special, unique to this, our island. On behalf of the organizing committee, I should convey my deep regards to hearty thanks to our honorable guest of the event, architect, planner, past president, Deshamane, Dr. Surat Wickramasinghe. Your presence is very valuable for this occasion. Also, I would like to thank the president and the council of the SLIA. They supported in all possible manner to organize this architects exhibition. My special thanks goes to today judging panel. They came, they spent time, without any commitment. Also, I thank to all the department heads, all 4 school department heads today, their students and the faculty who guided them to be here and make a wonderful stall arrangements. Your support, motivations made colors high. My sincere thanks goes to architect SVP architect Rohana Bandara Herath, his help, support in various stages. Today my words are not enough to express the gratitude to all the advisors behind this successful event, but I should mention past President Architect Ranjan Nadeshapille's name. He was behind this session, behind this exhibition. He was another pillar of success of this event. I would like to thank our beloved chairman, architect Dilminida Mel, for her consent, help, and guidance that radiated source of energy within us. We will never remain grateful to you, and we thank you on being the SLIA. And actually, your WhatsApp messages are bothering sometimes. Last time we got it around 2 o'clock in the morning, so she's awake, sometimes staying at SLIA, sending WhatsApp messages at around 12 o'clock. I'm really thankful to SLI staff, especially Mr. Neelanuwan. The staff was our backbone and the skeleton of the SLIA. Finally, I would like to thank all the industry collaborators, companies, corporations, sponsors, strategic sponsors, those who came to the exhibition and success this exhibition. We organized this event physically because of the immense pressure given by you to do it physically rather than doing it virtual platform. Therefore, that pressure made this event successful. And I would like to invite you all to view the exhibition. And I would like to invite all the committee members, those who really worked hard without any appreciation. Even I can't read all of their names because there's a lengthy list. But I would like to call them upon to this stage, celebrate your dedication, and achieve this event launch. Thank you very much.
So thank you very much. I think the vote of thanks is very comprehensive and far-reaching. I think those words meant a lot. It came from the heart. Thank you so much for proposing the vote of thanks and also taking us through technology that's enabling this exhibition to move into the future, making it more accessible. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the very end of this evening's program. A humble request is made to you right now from this podium, and that is to take this message. It's been an amazing afternoon we've spent. A little bit of history, a lot of color, awards, and much more to expect from 4 days of beautiful work put together, strung together in one place in this very venue. So please send the message out. Bring friends, family, and everyone you know. Here, we need to restart, we need to re-energize, we need to relive. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, I'd like to thank all of you for making the time and space to be here, to making this event a success. Now, once the conclusion is done, or once we've done from this podium, you'll see the chief guest followed by the delegates who will have a walkthrough inspecting the stall. So I urge the stall holders to please be at your best, again as usual for the next 4 days as well. When the walkthrough happens, please be there. And before I end, I'd like to have the committee of the exhibition to please make it to the stage for a group photograph. I'd like to invite the president of the SLIA to join, possibly the chief guest, of course, to join in this historical picture, a person who started everything off. Thank you very much. It's been amazing being with you. I hope you enjoyed this every bit as we did. Have a blessed life. Stay safe. Stay productive. Take care.